It's time to set up your supporting cast. Consider that you are the lead actor or actress in this movie called your life. And just like in any movie, there isn't just only one actor or actress, there's also a supporting cast that helps that actor tell the story. So it's time now to consider your supporting cast. You see, because in manifesting our dreams and goals, it's important not just to get clear on our dreams and goals and then write them down, but also to share them with others. Because just the act of actually declaring or speaking our dreams and goals starts to create magic in the world. It also starts to create the possibility of opportunities and people understanding what it is that you're looking to do or be or have. A quick story about me and my supporting cast. In becoming a fairy godmother, many of you have already heard that story. I had my epiphany on a night bus in Argentina, and I got so excited about it, and I knew that I needed to make a declaration about this vision that I had of being a fairy godmother and igniting other people's potential. And so when I got off that night bus, I went to the nearest internet cafe, and I typed out an email, and I sent it off to every single person in my email address book. I clicked on 423 people, and off it went. And as you can imagine, I've had some very, very interesting responses. And for me, what was really interesting about it was I literally sprayed it out to the world. I'm a fairy godmother. And many people who received that email just didn't understand it. They didn't get it. Previously, I'd been a serious businesswoman. Now I'm saying I'm a fairy godmother. They couldn't see it. And some people in your life will not be able to see your new potential, your new dreams and goals. Let me give you an example. Let me show you a diagram. So, take a look at this piece of paper. I'd like you to consider that when you were born, this was your life. Endless possibility and endless potential. And in fact, when you were 5 or 6 or 7 years old and you pranced around the living room saying, I want to be a prima ballerina, or I want to be the president, or I want to be an astronaut, your parents all thought that was very cute because you were still in a world of endless possibility and potential. This blank, beautiful sheet of paper. And then as you had more experiences, as your conscious mind started to keep you safe and secure, and as you started to listen to other people's opinions and stories, you started to restrict yourself. And slowly, over time, there were more restrictions and more considerations and more restrictions and more considerations until you finally found yourself in a smaller box of possibility and potential. One of the reasons why I get you to develop a wildly improbable goal in the Dream Mapping and Goal Setting Workshop is because a wildly improbable goal literally takes you to the edges of whatever box you're in. You see, you won't be able to conceive a wildly improbable goal that is beyond your comprehension, that is beyond your possibility that you're currently sitting in. And when you start moving towards a wildly improbable goal, that actually starts busting the box that you're in. It's a blockbuster. And so literally, the walls of this box begin to fall away. And you move into the next realm of possibility and potential. And in this next round of possibility and potential, there'll be another wildly improbable goal. So let me give you an example. There was a wonderful man that I had on one of my workshops last year. I did a workshop for a hospital, and I had everyone from the cleaner right through to the head of the hospital on this workshop. And this guy who was the cleaner, one of the cleaners, he got up, he was a Zulu man, and he hardly spoke any English, so a lot of the workshop had to be translated for him. And he got up to declare his wildly improbable goal. And he did it in Zulu, and I could see it light up in his body. And he said his wildly improbable goal was to have his own tomato stall in his township. And at that moment, I understood that a wildly improbable goal is literally the boundary of the box that you're in. You see, there's no way he would have got up and said, I want to be a millionaire. It just wasn't conceivable for him. Yet for him, a tomato stall in his township completely lit him up. Which is not to say that in a few years' time, after having his tomato stall, he won't want to grow that into a tomato business or a fruit shop, and then over time, become the millionaire. But at the moment, his boundary, his box, is having the tomato stall. Okay, so the wildly improbable goal busts your box. Now, coming back to talking about your supporting cast, what I find is that people who have bigger vision, who have bigger goals than you in their lives, will support you in your goals and dreams. They are people that are living in bigger boxes, and so they encourage you to smash down the walls of the box that you're living in and experience the realm that they live in. And I find that people who have smaller dreams or goals than you will actually try to pull you down and will not support you in living this incredible and extraordinary life. It makes them fearful. It makes them fearful that you're going to change and leave them behind. It also makes them fearful that they've now got no excuses. If you can do it, they've got no excuse but to start living their own dreams and potential. And that scares many people. Nelson Mandela, in his inauguration speech, said a poem by Marianne Williamson, and it's just beautiful. I love it. And it says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that scares us most. And sometimes your light, your expansion into new realms of possibility and potential while chasing your dreams and goals will feel scary for other people because your lights may scare them. So what you're looking for in a supporting cast is you're looking for people who live in big realms, who can help you bust your way out of these boxes.